Welcome to the Spyder3TV video series on installation and troubleshooting. In this session, I am going to demonstrate a Spyder3TV installation as well as take a look at some common installation issues that you may run into. For the demonstration purposes today, I will be installing Spyder3TV on a Windows XP Professional 32-bit system. Spyder3TV can be installed on all editions of Windows XP and Vista for both 32 and 64-bit systems. Let's begin by installing the Spyder3TV software. After inserting the Spyder3TV CD, you should see the following installation menu. If you do not see this menu, you can still access it by going to Windows Explorer and right-clicking and selecting Autoplay. Be certain you do not plug in the Spyder3 device until you are prompted to do so at the end of the installation. To launch the installation wizard, click the Install button. The first prompt you will receive is the language selection. Select the language you would like to install and click OK. Enter the serial number from the CD envelope to validate your copy of Spyder3TV. Also, it's important to enter a valid email address. This address will be used to send error reports automatically through the software. Support will be able to reply to your error report email as they are received. At the end of the installation, you will be prompted to plug in the Spyder3 device. The first time you plug in the Spyder3 meter, you may see the new Hardware Wizard dialog at the bottom right of your screen. This wizard should run automatically install the appropriate drivers for your version of Windows. Once the new Hardware Wizard has successfully installed the Spyder3 USB drivers, you can begin using Spyder3TV. Next, let's take a look at the basic options available to Spyder3TV as well as where and how everything should be installed. First, the general options. When you launch Spyder3TV and click the Edit Options, you will see the settings available to you. This is important to know when you want to email or make a copy of your saved calibration files. The files that you will need are located in the Location to Store Reports option. The log path option is important to know if you contact technical support. You may be asked to provide your calibration or error log files. This is a crucial tool used by support to retrace your calibration steps and to take a look at the raw data collected by the Spyder3 meter as well as any errors that occur in the software. Now, let's take a look at the Reports folder. Open up Windows Explorer and navigate to the folder stored in Location to Store Reports. The default folder location for this is under the My Documents folder in a folder called Spyder3TV Reports. After you have at least one calibration, you should see a folder structure similar to this. The tree structure is set up by location and date. The location is whatever you enter in the software during a calibration and is usually meant as the TV's location you are calibrating. In the dated folder, what you should see are picture files illustrating the graphs. A Spyder3TV log file, and the Spyder3TV report file. These are the files support may ask you to email if you're having questions or support issues. The other option was the log path and where logs are stored. These are global logs that affect all calibrations and everything running inside Spyder3TV. This is also important for support as they may ask you to email your log files. Your global log files will be whatever that path is. And again, the default is under My Documents and a folder called Logs. And as you can see, the logs are created by day. So each of these logs will represent one day. Next, let's take a look at some issues you may encounter and how to troubleshoot them. The first issue I would like to discuss is when the software can't connect to the Spyder3 meter. With the Spyder3 meter plugged in, open the Device Manager. The easiest way to do this is to right-click on My Computer and select Properties. Click on the Hardware tab, and finally click on the Device Manager button. In the list, you should see the Spyder3 device under Universal Serial Bus Controllers. For a properly installed Spyder3 meter, you should not have a yellow exclamation point or question mark next to it. If you do, the USB drivers did not install properly and should be reinstalled. There are a few different ways to do this. The first and easiest way is to use the Windows Update driver utility. When prompted for the location of the driver files, be sure to click the Advanced option. This will allow you to choose the driver's path. The default driver's path will be installed under Program Files, Spyder3TV Drivers. If you continue to have Spyder3 meter issues, try uninstalling the Spyder3 device by right-clicking and selecting Uninstall. Next, unplug the Spyder3 meter from your computer and plug it into a different USB port. This will cause your system to reinstall the driver files automatically. The next troubleshooting issue I would like to discuss is if you were to receive transmission errors from the Spyder3TV software. This might be the result of your antivirus or internet security software interfering. You can add Spyder3TV program file to your internet security software exceptions list with full permissions. This will ensure your security software does not interfere with the Spyder3TV operations. To demonstrate this, I'm going to use the Windows Security Center and open up the Firewall exception list. Now, for Norton or McAfee, you will also have an exceptions list that is similar to this. But for demonstration purposes, I'm going to use the Windows Firewall exception list, and what you would do is you would just add the program. And the Spyder3TV executable will be installed under Program Files Spyder3TV. The final issue is a bit more complex and deals with folder and registry permissions. Issues dealing with this may be the result of the software crashing during a calibration or unable to launch the software altogether. If you don't feel confident with folder and registry settings and permissions, you should contact technical support with assistance on these issues. And proper changes to these settings could cause your system to not function correctly. In order for Spyder3TV to function properly, it must have permissions to the Reports folder and a specific section in the registry. First, let's take a look at the folder permissions. Now, depending on your edition of Windows and whether you're running XP or Vista, you may or may not be able to view and edit permissions. Let's start by opening Windows Explorer and navigate into your Reports folder. And again, the default folder location for this will be under your My Documents folder in a folder called Spyder3TV Reports. To view the folder permissions, you can right-click on this folder and select Properties. Next, click on the Security tab. Your user account or a group that your user is a member of must have modified permissions on this folder and all subfolders. If it does not, the software may not be able to function properly. Next, let's take a look at the registry. To open the registry, click Start, Run, and type in regedit. You are looking for the registry key, H key, current user, Software, Data Color. To view the key permissions, again, right-click on the Data Color key and select Permissions. Again, you must have full control permissions on this registry key and all subkeys in order for Spyder3TV to work properly. Now earlier I said that your user account or a group that you're a member of must have permissions to either the folder or the registry. In some cases you may not see your user account in this list, but you may see a group in this list. So we need to determine what group you're a member of or your account is a member of. To do this, you will need to open the Local Users and Groups Console utility. To open this utility, the easiest way is to right-click on My Computer and select Manage. If your edition of Windows allows you to view this, you should see Local Users and Groups under the System Tools node. You can locate your account in the Users node and double-click it to open the properties. Next, you want to click the Member Of tab to view the groups that you're a member of. And as you can see, my account is a member of the Administrators group. Therefore, any permission that has administrators in it, I will also have permission to that because I'm a member of the Administrators group. This concludes this Spyder3TV video series on installation and troubleshooting. Please check back at Spyder3TV.com for more videos in the future. Thank you.